The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, I'm Rex Lita with the news. In this edition, remand cases cause overcrowding, police call for peace celebrations, and school louds sports partnership with NCDC. Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs Soroe Ioe has been appointed acting Governor General for the next 3 weeks. His appointment comes as Governor General Sir Bob Dadaya takes temporary leave, with both the Chief Justice and the Speaker of Parliament unavailable to assume the role. In a media statement issued today, the Prime Minister noted that the decision was made collectively by Cabinet, who helpful confidence in Minister Ioe's ability to uphold the dignity and responsibility of this office. Prime Minister Marape underscored the importance of the office of the Governor-General, describing it as a cornerstone of Papua New Guinea's democracy. As the year 2024 draws to an end, the spirit of giving must continue into the new year. On Monday, the inmates and staff of the Bomana Correctional Services were presented with food rations from 2 business houses in Port Moresby.
Under trying times and economic hardship, the need to help others goes a long way. 2 business houses in Port Moresby saw the need to reach out to the Bomana Correctional Services. On Monday, the LSO group of companies and JMAT Group donated much-needed food supplies to the inmates and staff of Bomana Prison. Bomana inmate Albert Osama said the donation will go a long way with keeping prisoners nourished and gives them a bit of hope in humanity while behind bars.
Thank you. You give him the mibla. Mibla stop now. I'll sick bed, you can look at Mibla talk, thank you. Mibla Stablo Karabus, you can look at Mibla talk, thank you. Mibla Stablo is la community rejecting Mibla. Society rejecting Mibla. But big man Leven, I'm not rejecting Mibla. Big man staff want him all management, now staff you, now people you.
Accompanying the representatives from each business house was member for Moresby North East, John Cowper. Mr. Cowper donated 10,000 kina to Bomana Prison and made a commitment for a new ambulance for the facility's residents. Cowper stressed the importance of rehabilitation and challenged the inmates to embrace change while behind bars. Susan Oreape, TVWAN News.
The country's largest prison facility, Bomana Correctional Institute in Port Moresby, is facing an increase in the number of inmates this year compared to the previous years. In 2024 alone, over 900 inmates have been recorded, of which 500 are still waiting trial.
Bomana Corrections Facility in Port Moresby has the highest number of persons in remand. More than 400 inmates who are currently serving time include female prisoners, juveniles, and those in high security unit and maximum security unit. Acting Correctional Service Commissioner Bernard Nepos said the 500 in remand are putting stress on the limited resources that the facility has, and the judiciary must process their cases immediately. Paul Stephen is an inmate. He was given an opportunity to speak on the conditions of the prison cells. He hopes those in authority can look into this as well.
overcrowding, and it is the reality. Overcrowding emosem, mibla sleep antalo wanbla narbla. Ani lo bed narbla sleep, antalo bed narbla sleep, antalo bed narbla sleep. But pathway logo pot corridor logo long toilet na display a man pull up na sleep stop. So some summary offenses, Justice Department, Attorney General, Chief Justice only lo look savvy. Some man come out more legal crimes and look na Rausimul man long court fine. Rausimul man sorry dolgan stop no long community. You need long pull up na stop in cell na budget in one time na CS baranda on the budget. And some something we brother stop in cell look savvy. Or some we need lo court bail, give court bail. Talk to one time hierarchy lo give court bail na. Me black and pine embellishing environment make conducive long me black and stuff. Because at the moment I'm colonial building 1942 or something. And so maximum prisoners lo stop in cell on one cell M25. The number now stop in cell on one cell plus stop I'm going to have 78, I'm going to have 90, even 110.
Commissioner Nepo says the number of prisoners has increased recently. There were about 500 to 700 inmates in previous years, which is a grave concern for both inmates and wardens.
Strong blood challenge where house Kalabus and me got now. And you know long Bomana tasol but go long over the house Kalabus inside long country blow me pla. And so some senis me come up long parliament na go sem me plan need long Rausim or Plandi or Mana Mary only come stop inside where in the first instance all by no up stop inside long. Also some time court system by me fairly league because Plandi time court delaying process gonna only stop long blood time inside of Banis. In a long stop national court, them 1 year no got. Abrushim 1 year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years go on up.
Bomana Prison Commanding Officer Yeli Oyufa said most of those in remand have spent years in prison waiting for the cases to be tried. He says it is unfair and pleads with the judiciary to prioritize these. Susan Oriape, TVWAN News.
As search continues, the family of former PNG couples captain Michael Foster have called for villagers along the New Britain coastline to be vigilant and report any information that may lead to his rescue. The Foster family stated in a media statement released on Monday, December 30th. On December 23rd, Foster was travelling by dinghy from Rabaul, East New Britain province, to Biala in West New Britain with his family. 1 hour into the trip, a storm hit and the dinghy capsized. Michael saved his wife and daughter by bringing them to the shore on a nearby island. Both were rescued the next day by a passing boat. Michael, who returned to the sea with the skipper to seek help, have not been sighted since. The Strikers FC player was wearing a yellow life jacket and has been out at sea for over a week. The rural districts of Morobe province have expressed frustration that they do not have the designated bus stops and boat stops in Lae City. Wawaria MP Mas Narewek made a call to the Morobe Provincial Executive Council to represent the people in the rural districts and liaise with the Lae City Authority.
The 9 rural districts of Morobe province are yet to get their own bus stops and boat stops in Lae City. The coastal villages of Tewai Siasi, Finchafen, Nawaib and Huon Gulf districts use the public boat stop at Boko Point, where they risk harassment, theft and even piracy. Even boats from northern province use the undeveloped Boko Point and Igris waterfront as well. The districts of Menamia, Wawaria, Bulolo, Makam, Huon Gulf, Nawaib and Kabwum that use the highway also do not have a permanent designated PMV stop in the provincial capital. At the final Tutumang session for 2024, Wawaria MP Mash Narawek emphasized that roads are being built in rural Morobe, which means that they will be coming to Lae City to sell their fresh produce and commodities and also buy supplies.
Now we can put the last tomorrow. Now we'll go to the office and we'll come and sit in tomorrow. We can put the bus stop. Set you on the put the place, we can put the bus stop. For people tomorrow we can put the toilet facility from. Or come sit down, using market, using store, now we can go back in. So please see, take no place here.
Solomon Vincent, TV1 News.
This is TV1 News. Among stories after the break, a call for peaceful New Year celebrations. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people. From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
The Toyota JD Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bungi Mumi.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier by you like you more.
Welcome everyone, my name is Bhumi.
I won't let you give up on your dreams. You've worked so hard for them. You can easily find a job here in Ujjain.
A job? I think that you have made a mistake.
I think we should ask the children first.
In my family, we don't allow the children to overrule. They respect the decisions made by all of the elders.
Welcome back. All police units in the nation's capital are being beefed up to ensure city residents observe and welcome the New Year 2025 peacefully and in oneness. At a police parade at the Unagi Oval today, all police personnel on duty were ordered to uphold the full force of law when executing their duties this evening.
In a parade that lasts for the year 2024, NCD Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika ordered all police personnel on duty to uphold peace and good order among city residents, making sure every resident is not threatened or harassed when celebrating the new year. Police officers in NCD have set up roadblocks and will conduct patrols and collaborate with community neighborhood watch groups to deter criminal activities, protect lives, and safeguard property. Metsup Sika outlined numerous priority areas with more emphasis on major suburbs and settlements under close watch.
We are targeting the main settlements in the city, 9 Mile, 8 Mile, ATS, Sabama, Kira, Gereu, Wegani, Morata. Also, we'll be going to Anubada village as well, the indigenous village of Motuan Sindano. We're going in there. And just to raise an awareness, to people that we are also taking this year's New Year as very, very important for everybody to enjoy, peaceful celebrations.
Police officers have been instructed to take swift action against any form of misconduct, including arresting individuals engaging in rowdy or illegal behavior. Metsup Seekers said all cells are open and ready, and arrests will be made for both minor and serious offenses.
And Christmas was very, very peaceful, and I'm thankful for the community and citizens in it. I have to acknowledge them as well for the way that they behave as well. Though we had few issues with only few drunkards in there, but those were manageable. We managed it, and we did not encounter serious potential threats or a risk in the community society. And that is my conviction that we will also strive to see that kind of behavior, the spirit of welcoming and celebrating Christmas to continue as we greet a New Year 2025. So this is the kind of a mindset or thinking that people should have, and to have respect for one another. Every year seems to be repeating the same thing, but this time let's reduce deaths and violence.
As part of the operation, Sika urged police officers to perform their duties ethically, remain vigilant, and uphold public trust. City residents and community leaders have been urged to cooperate with police officers and support initiatives aimed at ensuring a safe and peaceful celebration. Police have reminded every resident to help create an atmosphere of respect and harmony as the city rings in the new year. Susan Oreape, TV1 News.
In his New Year message issued today, the Prime Minister is focused on the country's Golden Jubilee come 2025. Papua New Guinea has begun the journey to 50 years of independence. He made several announcements, including Oak Teddy Mine lifespan being expanded for another 20 years. The Prime Minister also offered sympathies to families of those who lost their lives to lawlessness and violence and all forms of disaster, including the most recent plane crash in the Morobe province. He said the government is increasing resources in law enforcement in the 2025 budget to ensure these services are effectively available to Papua New Guineans. He said despite the challenges of 2024, we must celebrate all the good that we have taken place. The Prime Minister especially thanked public servants for being resilient.
I just want to say thank you to all our people for your continued faith for our country and your work. I look forward to a successful rollover into 2025 tonight.
The Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries on Monday, December 30th, 2024, welcomed Papua New Guinea as its fourth member country in the ceremony held at the Secretariat of the Council in Jakarta, Indonesia. Representing the PNG government, Gregory Hombuahin, Minister Consular of the Embassy of PNG in Jakarta, Indonesia, and Capson Pupita, the General Secretary of the Palm Oil Industry Corporation of PNG, presented the accession document to the Secretary General of CPOPC. Mr. Pupita stated that PNG's membership in CPOPC is a significant step in ensuring that the country's palm oil industry adheres to the highest standards of sustainability while contributing to the livelihoods of smallholders and people. Able Home and Office mega raffle draw for the Southern and New Guinea Islands region was done Monday, December 30th at the company head office in Gordons. 3 winners were announced after the Rebel tickets were drawn from the drum by business community representatives and friends of Able Home and Office.
This round of Able Home and Office Mega Draw was divided into 2 regions in order to include more participants. 3 lucky people get to end their festive celebrations with some big wins.
Divided into 2 regions, which is Ley, Madang, Goroka, and Hagen. They joined together and draw in Ley. And Alutao, Kimbe, Kokopo are joining in POM. That's what we draw today.
There were 3 major prizes. Winner of the 3rd prize was Nelly Boehm from Alotau. She won a full Dell PC set. The 2nd prize was 5,000 Kina cash from Able Home and Office. The lucky winner was Vincent Tabu from Kokopo. Winner of the 1st prize, a Suzuki Suppresso from PNG Motors, was Sharon Peter from Kokopo.
To our wonderful participants, you are not just here to test your luck. You are part of something much bigger. Every one of you is helping to create an impact, and that is what truly matters. This event is not only for the celebration of winning, but a celebration. It's a celebration of giving, sharing, and bringing back to the community that supports us all.
Branch manager in Port Moresby, Alon Evangelista, said they expected a more exciting, more fun, and much bigger outcome next year. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
And now the market report. The Kina closed unchanged at $0.2500 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our Kina was buying $0.2425 US, 0.3878 Australian dollars, 0.2258 euro, and 37.78 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, cocoa, copra, palm oil, crude oil, and copper closed higher, while gold and coffee closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TV1 News will have news overseas when we come back. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic get up a big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, da moo moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale-raised family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite reminds. Tennessee Cola, scale rice, don't scale price. Tennessee Cola, scale rice, don't scale price. Amber, you like it?
In its first 10 years, the PNG LNG project has had a long-lasting impact, contributing more than 28 billion kina to the state of Papua New Guinea. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
The future home, you me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh,
find all our local news, sports, and entertainment on the TVWAN Extra page on our website. TVWAN Extra gives you access to scope, hunters, and digital ExxonMobil Cup highlights, and many more. Just one click to access. Stay updated, stay entertained. TVWAN Online, just one click away.
Turning overseas, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said he will implement the toughest anti-U.S. policy less than a month before Donald Trump takes office as U.S. president. The country's state media reported Sunday. Trump's return to the White House raises prospects for high-profile diplomacy with North Korea. During his first term, Trump met Kim there 3 times for talks on the North nuclear program. Many experts, however, say a quick resumption of Kim-Trump symmetry is unlikely, as Trump would first focus on conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East. North Korea's support for Russia's war against Ukraine also poses a challenge to efforts to revive diplomacy, experts say. It said Kim's speech clarified the trajectory for the toughest anti-U.S. counteraction to be launched aggressively by North Korea for its long-term national interests and security. In Melbourne, hundreds of thousands of people are expected to flock to Melbourne's CBD for the fireworks display and laser show.
The light show is expected to dazzle tonight with fireworks and a laser show. The Lord Mayor says will have more lasers than Star Wars. Now, this is one of 4 family-friendly celebration zones around the city. I'm here in Flagstaff Gardens. You can see a stage, there'll be food set up, and this is where the kids' fireworks will go off at 9:30 tonight. That'll be a spectacular display before the midnight show, where 27 skyscrapers along 6 kilometres of city skyline will ring in 2025, and that's been designed so that anyone around the suburbs can watch from wherever they are. If you can see the city, you'll be able to see the fireworks. That's what we're being told for tonight. Now, it's also going to be packed in the city. If you do come, it is free public transport, but we're being told to plan ahead and to behave. Police will be keeping an eye out, and they do have special stop and search powers tonight if they are suspicious somebody is doing the wrong thing, but they're hoping everyone celebrates responsibly.
The 2 survivors of South Korea's deadliest plane crash in decades are recovering at separate hospitals in Seoul. The men and women, both flight attendants, were among the 6 crew members on board the Jeju Air Boeing 737-800 when it skidded along a runway, crashed into a wall and burst into flames on Sunday morning, officials said. A total of 181 people were on board. The man was receiving treatment for fractures in an intensive care unit. A hospital official said they woke up in the morning and is able to communicate. He shows no indication of memory loss or such yet. The woman, 25, is also recovering, though not in intensive care. Bennett, just inland from Queensland's Sunshine Coast, are clearing up today after the region was hit by heavy storms and flash flooding. Despite constant warnings, some motorists had to be rescued after driving through flood waters.
Services 2 hours to rescue a person from the car behind me, which became stuck in floodwaters here at Tabinga, which is just outside of Kingaroy. Swiftwater rescue teams were involved in the operation, while across the South Burnett, police declared an emergency situation due to flash flooding across several roads. Across the region, 119 millimetres of rain fell in 2 hours during the storm in Kingaroy, while some businesses remain closed today as the cleanup continues. It's the second time this month the region has been hit by such heavy rainfall. The region's mayor says several intersections have been damaged and they're seeking support from the state and federal governments for support to fix these roads. Across the state, Hervey Bay recorded heavy falls up to 180 millimetres, and flash flooding was also seen in Toowoomba and across central Queensland. The Bureau of Meteorology says the risk of heavy rain today is still there, but the upper trough that is causing this intense rainfall should move off the coast at some point after that.
Tehran confirmed Monday that an Italian journalist has been arrested on charges of violating the laws of the Islamic Republic of Iran, state media reported. The country's Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance, which oversees media activities, said in a statement that Cecilia Sala, a reporter for the Italian Tu Foglio, traveled to Iran on December 13th on a journalist visa and was arrested 6 days later, according to the state-run IRNA news agency. The statement said Salah's case is under investigation. The ministry said Salah's arrest was carried out under relevant regulations and she was granted consular access. On Friday, Italy's foreign ministry said the Iranian police detained Salah in the Iranian capital on December 19th. While she was working with Iranian authorities to clarify her legal situation and verify the conditions of her detention. In regional news over the past week, the anti-prison system has risen by dozens of people, with the anti-government unapologetic for the crackdown on crime. The surge in prisoner numbers and the crass put on prison staff has meant rehabilitation programs have been sidelined.
Approaches with no end in sight for the NT's prison population crisis, as jails hit an all-time high and still rising.
We are in very high pressure and the numbers are through the roof, and we are working hard to come up with solutions.
All of our facilities are at maximum capacity and watch houses are full.
In just over 2 months, 228 more people were jailed, 84 locked up in the 5 days since Christmas.
Today's total prison population is the highest it's ever been. It's 2,598, and that's a significantly high number for the Northern Territory.
24 prisoners yet to be sentenced were moved from Alice Springs to Darwin on Friday in a bid to free up beds in police watchhouses, only for them to be filled again over the weekend. A shortfall in prison officers starting to bite, with education and treatment programs the first casualties.
Something gives eventually, and for us that's things like education programs. If we can't deliver them at certain times of the day or week, it might be issues around the right approach to treatment programs over time.
The government's so-called prison master plan begins here at what used to be the Dondale Youth Detention Centre. It's now back to housing adult men, with 106 recently moved into 2 blocks. With the government promising 3,000 new prison beds by 2028, the year of the next election, it has a New Year's message for those found breaking the law.
If you are ordered to go to a detention centre, there will be a spot for you, because keeping the community safe is their #1 priority. And I make no apologies for that, because the community is unsafe right across the Northern Territory, and we're elected on a clear mandate to fix that.
Despite the holiday period, there's no moment of rest for those on the prison's front line.
For Gaza's women, the hardships of life in the territory's sprawling tent camps are compounded by the daily humiliation of never having privacy. Women struggle to dress modestly while crowded into tents with extended family members, including men, and with strangers only steps away in neighboring tents. Access to menstrual products is limited, so they cut up shirts or old clothes to use as pads. Makeshift toilets usually consist of only a hole in the sand surrounded by sheets dangling from a line, and this must be shared with dozens of other people. Mother of three, Ala Hamami, has dealt with the modesty issue by constantly wearing her prayer shawl and black cloth that covers her head and upper body. She said all dignity is gone. We all know recycling e-waste is good for the environment, but for dozens of intellectually impaired people in Brisbane, it's given them a new lease on life. This story is all about turning heartbreak into joy, one screwdriver at a time.
Pull, pull, pull. Come on. Yes. Joshua Lowndes is the reason this place exists. He spends hours breaking down old TVs, recycling bit by bit. It's a social enterprise called E-Waste Connection and was born from a desire by his mum Monique to find something meaningful for her disabled son to do.
Mourn for the life that could have been. I mean, you know, you don't expect to raise a child who is still so dependent on you at 24.
Joshua was a healthy, happy baby, but that all changed when he started having seizures.
So it started about 2 and then got really bad by the time he was 5 or 6. That's when he had to have an operation to have some of his brain removed to try to stop the seizures.
He is now non-verbal but loves pulling things apart, as do all the others who come to the workshops.
It's my muscles, see? Good for muscles.
There are 3 sites across Brisbane. Together they recycle or reuse 14,000 kilograms of goods a month.
It's so satisfying seeing a smile on their face. Some people might be struggling to pull a screw out. Just to even finish a keyboard or take a few screws out is an accomplishment.
This is a place of acceptance. Everybody who comes here is just a person they know by their name, not by their ability or lack of ability.
They feel like they're part of a team, and quite a few of them have then been able to go on and get paid employment because of being used to staying on task and signing in and having to wear their PPE.
They take anything that plugs into a PowerPoint, uses a charger or is powered by a battery.
And big TVs, you've got big TVs that work.
Yeah, some work, some don't.
It's pure joy to watch the teams work and play. An enterprise with a heart.
This is a great company to work for, and this is a superb workforce here.
And do you get up to any mischief?
No, not at all.
Volunteers are welcome.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay with us.
In its first 10 years, the PNG LNG project has had a long-lasting impact, contributing more than 28 billion kina to the state of Papua New Guinea. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Daniela, why no la kaya rin mo sa drive up so ito pa can pass around round?
How dare you! Digicel's TV's 80 channel plus 5 Filipino plan keeps you entertained with 80 channels of world-class entertainment plus 5 Filipino channels for you to follow more of your favorite Filipino drama non-stop. That's right, you'll always keep up with your favorite Filipino dramas.
It's game over for you.
When is she going to stop making up stories? Margaret, that's enough. This is my only chance to get my daughter back.
What are you talking about, Pina?
Subscribe to a 80 channel plus 5 Filipino Digicel prepaid pack, 1, 7, 14 or 30-day plan, and enjoy 80 channel of world-class entertainment plus 5 channels of Filipino dramas. Dial *515# to subscribe now. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
At Digicel PNG Foundation, we are proud to announce the launch of another round of the Community Grants, a significant initiative aimed at empowering local communities to solve their own problems.
From the time we launched this initiative in 2019, we have given 92 grants totaling 4.5 million kina to over 70 organizations around the country. These local organizations have connected communities to water sources for the first time. built waiting homes for pregnant mothers, literacy centers for communities, health clinics in remote areas, classrooms for students, and safe houses for women at risk of violence.
At Digicel, we're not just connecting people, we're empowering communities.
Applications are now open.
Welcome back. In sports, the 2024 edition of NCD Governors Cup for the first time has included a football competition. The football community came together to enjoy the festive holidays with some fun soccer matches. Director for the NCD Governors Cup, Billy Aki, praised participating soccer teams, supporters and fans for a successful competition. Very well participated NCD Governors Cup soccer competition came to an end Monday 23rd December with grand finals in both men's and women's division games. The competition was hosted at the Garrow Secondary School Sports Oval. Capwoods FC won the men's competition fair and square, while DSFC of the Garrow suburbs came out winners in the women's competition. While the games had been of high standards and fun towards, director of NCD Governors Cup competition was even more impressed with the behavior of the participating teams and their supporters. Billy Aki said the competition ran smoothly. He commended soccer organizers, players, supporters and fans to ensuring a peaceful and enjoyable tournament.
The result of soccer display here 2024, the result of soccer is the best number one long rugby, but soccer me looking all talk some soccer fight, but now first year me lo kurtim soccer blo in TDC Governors Cup soccer, but me looking soccer is a peaceful people, lovely people, understand people. Some managers, players all can talk blo WhatsApp group, but then only come with them agreement, then black and finishing soccer on black good or not.
Aki further highlighted the positive impact of the competition, which was bringing together people from every community and regional backgrounds to participate harmoniously.
Give him more sponsor along at next year, but now this year me give me 50,000 or 60,000, but next year me look some governor can give me more than 150. We can give him next year running soccer tournament next. Prize money and by next year we can have 20,000. Rana by 10,000 per month. Next time by Mary Bakamanda.
Aki said presentation for the winning teams will be made over the weekend at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium following the Rugby League Cup Grand Final. He said winners of the 2024 NCD Governors Cup Soccer are expected to walk away with prize money totaling 10,000 kina. The tournament director further said, with good discipline and participation, he would request the NCD Governor Powers Parkup to increase the winning prize in the 2025 competition. Garrow Secondary School played host to the NCD Governors Cup inaugural soccer tournament over the festive period, culminating in a peaceful and entertaining grand final on Monday. The school expressed appreciation and joy to have partnered with NCDC through the Governor's Office for hosting a major sporting event. Garrow Secondary School Deputy Principal Elizabeth Tandoa admitted that at first the school was hesitant to allow their facility to be used for the major sporting event, considering the welfare and safety of the staff, families, including the school facilities. However, she gave credit to the Office of the Governor and tournament executives for proving them wrong and delivering a trouble-free sporting event.
From the administrative level, I myself, personally, I am very happy with the way the supporters and the players behaved. And they deserve another chance in the near future, should you continue to run another game. My love for all of you, Garrow. Also to give me all, take a kind name, but you proved the public wrong. So I take my hats off to everyone, even on Lig Street Mangilo Road. You behave. There was no drinking in there. If someone drank, I didn't see it evidently. People took responsibility over their own actions. And I'm very proud. Suppose not play administration staff no like talk nagat, as long as Mr. Blogeru. Mimba fight yet lo pa you still continue slow activity because I'm good plap lo you me all get.
NCD Governors Cup Tournament Director Billy Aki was praised for taking up a challenging role and delivering a successful soccer tournament, one that the school will continue to host. Aki was joined by the NCD Governors Executive Officer Dr. Newton Albert and other guests to witness the men's soccer grand final between Kaputs FC and Catres FC. Kaputs were crowned cup winners after a thrilling performance in a 4-3 scoreline through a penalty shootout after regulation time. Aki was pleased with the overall running of the soccer tournament. The organizers plan to host a bigger and better tournament in 2025 with more teams expected to join. Meantime, the official presentation will take place at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium, Konedobu on Sunday after the NCD Governors Cup Rugby League Grand Finals. PNG KBF expects eventful year 2025 following the completion of World Title Belt fights last weekend at the Taurama Aquatic Centre in Port Moresby. The PNG Kickboxing Federation is expecting an eventful 2025. President of PNG Kickboxing Federation Stanley Nandex and Oceania Kickboxing President Rustam Atai Muhammad said PNG representative kickboxers will have the opportunity to participate in one of the biggest title fights expected in PNG next year. Muhammad said PNG representative kickboxers like Nelson Samson, Jonathan Tuhu, and others will be featured in the fight. Muhammad will also take the ring at the event against former PNG and South Pacific champion Mark Sondo.
Having next year the biggest kickboxing event in PNG history. It will be the biggest fight in PNG since the chief himself fought. It will be me and Mark Sondo. Other fights that are also confirmed is Matt Stapleford against Nelson Samson. That's going to be another big fight. We're also working on a rematch of Jonathan Tuhu and Kai Chi. There's going to be a lot of big names, big fights in this show, and we have a lot of goals from that to further build kickboxing in Papua New Guinea.
Taekwondo in Papua New Guinea enjoyed much success on the international stage, qualifying for the first time in history with 2 athletes into the 2024 Olympic Games and 2 into the Paralympic Games.
Taekwondo has enjoyed much success this year at the 2024 Olympics and Paralympics. Membership interest has also jumped to an estimated 26 clubs across the country as the code looks forward to 2025. The highlight of this year's domestic competition was the Korean Ambassadors Cup, where over 17 clubs from around the country participated, a successful event supported by the Korean Embassy in PNG. The highlight of the year was the Paris Olympic Games 2024. PNG qualified 2 athletes, Gibson Mara in the 80 kg and Kevin Castman in the 68 kg division. Despite the athletes never been to a World Championship nor any major event leading up to the Olympics, both athletes represented the country to the best of their abilities. The Federation looks forward to more domestic competitions to lift the standard of the sport in the new year. Susan Oreape, TV1 Sports.
And now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorm. Port Moresby, partly cloudy, with chances of brief showers, drizzles. Kerema, partly cloudy, with chances of shower or 2. Alotau, few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, with areas of rain over West CP. Lay, cloudy with possible showers. we were cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang, partly cloudy with chances of shower or two. New Guinea Islands, isolated showers and thunderstorms. Larangao, cloudy with possible brief showers, drizzles. Okopo Rabaul, partly cloudy with chances of few showers, and Buka, cloudy with possible brief showers, drizzles. Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorm with areas of rain. Mandi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorm. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral seas, sea smooth with southeast to northwest winds of 5 to 10 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth with northwest to southerly winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea smooth with northwest to westerly winds of 5 to 10 knots. And Pacific Ocean, sea smooth with northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samurai Islands. Waters of Samurai Island to Cape Virgil and all Milne Bay Islands. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finsafen. Seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Finsafen through Vitia Strait to Siasi Long Island and waters of West New Britain. Seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Pleasant viewing. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.